Georgia will be the home. Starting lineups for first, South Carolina. Gentlemen, if you'll step to the baseline. Leading off, number 9, Brady Knight. Batting second, number 22, Elon Bautista. Number 14, Keegan Bauer. Number 15, Tanner Stevenson. Number 24, Caden Barnes. Number 2, Jet Schwartz. Number 44, Talon Funderburg. Number 12, Colton Pate. Number 7, Colton Thomas. Number 5, Nolan Scatorl. Number 3, Fisher Pope. Number 99, Noah Croxton. The manager, Brent Barnes. Coaches, Jason Knight and Matt Schwartz. And now for Georgia, the home team on the board. Number 27, Brady Lowry. Number 3, Cam Garner. Number 24, Nash Gustafson. Number 99, Corbin Stephen. Number 12, Chase Faber. Number 7, Mike Dunn. Number 9, Pierce Spinks. Batting 8, number 8, Hugh Harris. Batting 9, number 15, Knox Dominique.
Welcome in to the 2026 DYB World
Batting
Series
10,
presented by
number 2,
Smash It Sports.
Maxton Bonner.
Back here in Laurel, Mississippi.
Batting 11,
My name
23,
is Kevin
Brent
Maloney. Today we're bringing you
Major.
live Division I AAA action as
0,
Lancaster,
Joe
South
Tanner.
Carolina will take on Troup County, Georgia.
Manager, Brandon Lowry.
As
Coaches,
you hear the
Craig
lineups
Garner
being announced in
and
the
Brandon
background, we'll
Harris.
give you the lineups here. Today's visiting team is Lancaster, South Carolina. Here's their starting lineup brought to you by Lando Frost Deli Meats. Leading off in pitching, 9, Brady Knight. Batting second in left field, 22, Elon Bautista. Batting third, 14, Keegan Bowers. Batting fourth, 15, Tanner Stevenson. Batting fifth at first base, 24, Caden Barnes. Batting sixth and catching, 2, Jet Schwartz. Batting seventh in right field, 44, Talon Funderburg. Batting eighth at third base, 12, Colton Pate. Batting ninth at shortstop, 7, Colton Thomas. Batting 10th, 5, Nolan Scatorl. Batting 11th in center field, 3, Fisher Pope. And in the 12 hole at second base, 99, Noah Croxton. The manager is Brant Barnes. Coaches are Jason Knight and Matt Schwartz. For the home team on the scoreboard, the team taking the field right now, Troup County, Georgia, leading off at second base, 27, Brody Lowry. Batting second and catching, 3, Cam Garner. Batting third in center field, 24, Nash Gustafson. Batting fourth at third base, 99, Corbin Stevens. Batting fifth in left field, 12, Chase Favors. Batting sixth, 7, Mike Dunn. Batting seventh at first base, number 9, Pierre Spinks. Or is that Pierce? Pierce Spinks. Batting eighth in right field, 8, Hugh Harris. Batting ninth at shortstop, 15, Knox Dominic. Batting 10th, 2, Maxton Bonner. Batting 11th, 23, Grant Major. He'll be pitching today. And in the 12th spot is 0, Joe Tanner. The manager is Brandon Lowry. The coaches are Craig Garner and Brandon Harris. Lancaster, South Carolina, 3-0. Yesterday, in the middle of our broadcast, they were trailing 7-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. They scored 3 in the fifth and the sixth, And then Nolan Scritorel, a walk-off single in the 8th inning to win it 9-8 for Lancaster over Nacogdoches, Texas. Then less than maybe 2 hours later, a 3-run 4th inning to beat Pontiff, Louisiana 3-2 to improve to 3-0 at this tournament. Troup County, Georgia has not really been tested yet. They've won 14-4 and 11-0, and they got a bye into this 3rd game. They've beaten Southeastern Alabama and Halifax, Virginia, but have not really been tested. So we will see. And those were your Lando Frost starting lineups. First game of the day here today on the DYB YouTube channel. That ball is fair ball. Well, thought he called it fair. Now he's saying foul ball. Saw the original point fair, and then he changed the call there. That is the home plate umpire's call. And I'm positive I saw him put one hand down as a fair ball. Let's see if we can see it on the replay here. That ball's right down the line. And watch the home plate umpire. Yes, he's saying fair ball, and then immediately changes to 2 hands. So, reminder, these are all volunteers, too, so we can't get too mad. But that's the difference in a leadoff double. And the coach for Lancaster just kind of wants to ask maybe whose call is that. I thought it was inside the bag, honestly.
I couldn't tell because I thought he said fair. He threw both hands up.
But if you're Brady Knight, just do it again. All right, well, that's just a strike, and we'll do it again. What a way to start this game off with a bang there. That's a difference in a double and now a strikeout. So how about that? That's a big swing early on in this game. This is Elon Bautista. Bautista 3 for 5 this weekend with 3 RBIs. He's walked 4 times, scored a couple runs, grounds it to first. First baseman can't come up with it. That's a hot shot to first base. Probably going to give him an infield single on that one. That ball's hit pretty hard by Bautista. Spinks could not come up with that ball, but it'll be a 1-out single, we'll say, for Keegan Bowers. Now steps to the plate. Bowers 2 for 9 with a double, 3 ribbies. They're coming out hacking. Defensively for Georgia, Favors in left, Gustafson in center, Harrison right. This one's pop out of play, stays at 0-2. Third base is Stevens, Lowry at second base. I forgot to put my shortstop in here. Let's see who's shortstop for Georgia. That is Knox Dominic. My makeshift field here. Stevens, Dominic, Lowry. And a great sliding catch in center field by Gustafson on his knees for the second out. So 2 away. Stevens, Dominic, Lowry, Spinks. Major is your pitcher today, and Garner is your catcher. 2 unbeaten teams here in Laurel, Mississippi. .85 degrees here today. Winds northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour. We don't really see the wind blowing like we have in previous days. Popped up. Down the third base side. Is it going to stay in play? And he makes the catch up against the fence. How about that for Mr. Stevens? Corbin Stevens up against the fencing. Gets the final out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. What could have been a leadoff double to start the game ends up being a strikeout. And Lancaster is off the field a couple batters later. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. You're watching the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Sadler Insurance. They've been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs. Quotes are available instantly at sadlersports.com, the official insurance provider to Diamond Youth Baseball. Here's Brody Lowry leading it off for Troup County, Georgia. Takes ball one defensively for South Carolina. In left field's Bautista, Pope in center, Funderburk in right, Pate at third, Thomas at short, Croxton at second, Barnes at first. Here's a ball hit right to the shortstop. Thomas, a hot shot and squeezes it for the first out. Your battery today pitching is Knight. That's Brady Knight, and catching is Jet Schwartz. The great Cambino now. Cam Garner coming in for Troup County, Georgia. Two for 5 this weekend. He's got 3 RBIs, a couple runs scored. So one of these teams 3-0, the other 2-0. Mentioned that Troup County had that bye into today's game. They haven't played in a full 24 hours. Popped up out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, pops this one up out of play. Schwartz unable to get to that one. And right here above our netting and rolling back down. And there's a hole somewhere in there. Oh, almost. Two and two. We got to get the, what's like the little claw. Somebody had something that was like, had a little hook on it. I appreciate the effort, though. Count now is run full on Garner. will take a one-out walk. So here is Nash Gustafson. He's 2 for 5. Couple runs scored. He's also walked. It's a team that has scored 25 runs in 2 games. Takes that one upstairs for a ball. 25 runs on 20 hits. Or excuse me, on 21 hits. 20 of the 21 are singles. They have 1 extra base hit. One and one. Gustafson showing bunt there. Don't really think he's going to bunt. Catcher Schwartz set up way outside. Counts now 2-1. Here comes a ball from another field up there on our netting. It's like watching a ball go down like a water slide or something almost. Oh, do we get another one? There we go. Another one coming into the screen here. Yeah. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Again, Schwartz set up outside, and that's where he wanted it, and that's where the pitcher threw it, and the counts run full. Fouls this one back at the screen. A good AB here between Knight and Gustafson. Thought this might be one of the better games that we saw here on Sunday afternoon. Pops up in the infield. The shortstop, Thomas, going to call everybody off. Gets the runner off the bag, and he got him doubled up. Just far enough off the bag, and there's really no reason for it. You know that ball's going to be caught. And it's going to be a 6-3 double play to end the inning.
16 pitches.
Garner going to be doubled off at first base. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. The double play to end the first inning. No score. Back shortly at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, Brad. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back at the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. No score after 1. Today's game brought to you by Lando Frost. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide, landofrost.com. First pitch popped out into right field, going to land at the feet of Harris, and it'll be a leadoff single for Caden Barnes.
Now batting number 2, Schwartz.
Barnes now for the tournament. That's his 5th hit. Here's Jet Schwartz. Schwartz is 4 for 8, all singles, has scored 4 runs. This is a team that has drawn 18 walks in 3 games. They've scored 23 runs on 28 hits, 5 extra base hits. Pitch gets away. The wild pitch is going to let Barnes get up to second base, and there's a runner in scoring position for Lancaster, South Carolina. Make plays at any position with Wilson A2K and A2000 baseball gloves designed with long-lasting Pro Stock leather. Trusted by players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. 0-2 now to Schwartz. Swings and a miss. There's one away. This is Talon Funderburk.
The batter, number 44, Talon Funderburk.
Funderburk with 1 hit this weekend. It was a single. He got an RBI, 2 runs scored, and a walk. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 1. Again, pulls the bat back, 2-0. The winner of this game is going to play later today. Scheduled for 4:30. Got a couple elimination games to be played before they figure out who their opponent will be. 3-0. The loser of this game is also going to play at 4:30, but that will be in a loser's bracket game. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Funderburk. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the second. Colton Pate stepping to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a double, 3 RBIs. He's also walked 5 times. That's a team high 5 walks. And there for a called strike after 4 straight balls. Swings through that one, 0-2. Here's a ground ball through the hole right at second base. Runners all going to move up 1 bag. The throw's going to come home, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Loaded with 1 out for Colton Thomas, the number 9 hitter.
At the plate, number 7, Colton Thomas.
He's 2 for 7, a couple singles, an RBI, a run scored. Lancaster trying to strike first. They've had some exciting games throughout the tournament so far. I mentioned in the pregame, they were down 7-1 in the 4th inning yesterday. They were down 5-0 after the first inning and came back to win that one 9-8 in 8 innings. Showing bunt, pulls it back 1-1. They beat Pontiff, Louisiana 3-2 right after that comeback win. They defeated North Carolina 11-5 on Friday. The 1-2 coming to Thomas, calls time at the last minute. Really anything to the right side of the infield may score the run. And he whiffs at that one, and there's 2 away. Just never really looked comfortable in that at bat was Thomas. Here's Nolan Scritorel.
Number 5, Nolan Scritorel.
He's 2 for 5. 3 RBIs on the weekend. Takes a called strike. He's also walked twice and scored a run. Lancaster stranded a runner in the first. Takes that one in for a called strike. So Grant Major trying to dig down deep here. Work out of a jam. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts after the bases are loaded, and Lancaster will leave 3 on base. No runs. There were 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Troup County, Georgia coming to bat in a scoreless ball game. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mr. Major. He's got 4 in the ball game. Back in a moment at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of
Back here in Laurel, Mississippi, a couple defensive changes for Lancaster, South Carolina. I know we got a new catcher, Stevenson. I will take the changes. We got a new left fielder.
Number 99, Corbin Stevens.
So the new left fielder is Scritorel in left, taking the place of Bautista. And Keegan Bowers is going to go to third base for Pate. It was a ball 1. I'm sorry, Miss Scorekeeper there. I got you thrown off. That's on me. Corbin Stevens, a ball and a strike to him. He's 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored this weekend. Probably going to mark that with a star, our USA Baseball play of the game if Lancaster wins this one. That bases loaded jam. Or actually the other way around if Georgia wins it. Nice sliding play at shortstop from Thomas. Nice glove work. He's the one that helped turn the double play to end the inning in the first. And this one, couple feet to his left, makes the sliding play and a good throw over to first. Here's Chase Favors. He's 3 for 4, 3 singles, 4 runs scored. He did offer at that, so it's a called strike. I was saying put a star on that for the Georgia team with Major getting back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded. the coach here is asking. I thought he offered at it as well. He was asking, did he pull the bat back? But his bat stayed through the pitch. I mean, it was a ball, the pitch, but he did not pull the bat back. So I have it as a strike, and that's what they have it as on the board. They're going to come to talk about it. A reminder that DYB is an all-volunteer youth baseball program. There are no paid officials in DYB from the national level down. All the officials serve out of love for the communities and the children that participate in the program. Join by volunteering your local league and help our children become the leaders of tomorrow. So it will stay as a strike. That's how I had it. Lays it down nicely. It's going to roll just foul. Third baseman Bowers, the new third baseman, charged that one. He was ready to come up throwing. So an 0-2 count to Favors. New left fielder is Scritoral. Bowers at third. Stevenson now catching for Lancaster, South Carolina. Catcher set up way outside. That's where he wanted it. Called strike three. Catches the outside corner. First strikeout for Knight. And he put it right where the catcher was set up.
The batter, number 7, Mike Dunn.
Here's Mike Dunn. He's 2 for 6. 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. He takes a called strike. One of these teams will remain undefeated. I feel like whoever wins this one is the lone undefeated remaining at this tournament. This double elimination. So one team could go to 3-0, the other 3-1, or vice versa. Troup County's only played 2 games. Lancaster's played 3. This is their 4th. Here's a ground ball. Thomas. Another nice play at shortstop. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the South Carolina defense. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 innings in the book. We are scoreless, as you see. Dunn putting in some work. That's his 4th putout already in this ball game. No score after 2. Back at the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
While managing work and family chaos, Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Scoreless ball game here in Laurel, Mississippi. First pitch swinging there from Fisher Pope. The entire Georgia defense has switched. It's now Harrison left, Tanner in center, Bonner in right. Major has punched out 4 already. Pope 2 for 6 in this tournament. Swing and a miss. He's 2 for 6 and has also walked once. Misses low. This game has the feel that whoever scores first may win it. It feels like two very evenly matched teams. Pope is the number 11 hitter in the order. Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts for Grant Major. He's got 5 in the ball game. And now he'll face Noah Croxton. He's 2 for 5 on the tournament with 2 runs and a walk. There's a called strike. 35 pitches now for Mr. Major. I tell you, I've been fighting it for the last 2 weeks, but I may go get me a $10 lemonade today. I may do it. Is that what it is? Is it $10? I'm just guessing. I mean, I feel like, okay. I'm just guessing that's what it costs these days. Okay. Swings through that one, 2-2.
38 pitches.
Popped up. Center fielder Tanner, the new center fielder, will call everybody off, and there's 2 away. This is the second time that Major has thrown in this tournament. He threw 1 1/3 innings, faced 7 batters through 30 pitches, had allowed just 1 hit, walked 2, struck out 2. So he's yet to allow a run. Now it goes back to the top of the order, and Brady Knight.
Now batting number 9. 40 pitches.
Brady Knight is 3 for 7 with a double, an RBI, 2 runs scored. He struck out his first plate appearance. Foul back, 1-1. Called strike 2, 1-2. Major looks very, very comfortable on the mound for Georgia. His account runs 2-2. His pitch count is up to 43 now. He's allowed 3 singles and walked 1. Struck out 5. Counts now run full. The payoff. Just misses. And it's a 2-out walk. Second walk for Major. It'll bring up Bautista for the second time. He singled in the first. So he's now 4 for 6 in the tournament with 4 singles. You'll have Croxton now who's going to go out and run for the pitcher, Knight. That's usually how it goes, right? The announcer says something about, oh, he looks really comfortable, and then he walks the next batter. I mean, sorry guys, that's on me.
King would have gotten out of the inning under 40 pitches.
Here's a ground ball to short. Steps on the bag for the third out of the inning, so he does work around a 2-out walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left. Lancaster has stranded 5 runners through 3 innings. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Troup County, Georgia, looking to break open a stalemate here in Laurel. You're watching the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
Smash It Sports.
The batter, number 9. Here's Binks.
Back here in Laurel, Mississippi, a couple defensive changes, some players going back to their original positions. So Schwartz is back to catching, Pate back at third, Bautista back to left field. Brady Knight, your pitcher. Spinks looking for his first hit of the weekend. Here's a ground ball to short. Couldn't make the scoop at first base. Runner's going to try for second. He's going to be out. A great job by the right fielder Funderburk backing up that throw. That is him doing his job. He came crashing out from right field. He backs that throw up. And the reason why they get to make this play is because he's in the picture. So a great job. I think we going with an error there on the throw, or what are we going with on there? Okay, E on the throw, and then well, I guess can you give the error since there was an out? Maybe it's just a fielder's choice. Okay. All right, it's a 6-3 put out, and there's 2 away. So we'll go E6, and the runner's going to be thrown out at second for the first out, and then we had a 6-3 put out for the second out there, and now 2 quick outs. Here's Dominic. Dominic 1 for 4. Couple runs scored and an RBI. .30 pitches now for Knight. And the coach wants to have a word with the batter, probably just trying to slow things down because they got 2 very quick outs. All of us at Synergy Sports and Entertainment would like to thank the city of Laurel and the gang at Laurel Parks and Recreation for their kind hospitality throughout our 2-week stay here at the 2026 DYB World Series. For those watching our broadcast, check out visitlaureljones.com for more information. This one's popped up out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominic. So far, Knight has faced the minimum. Outside, 2-1. He's allowed a walk. Struck out 1. Not allowed a hit yet. Two. Misses high, 3-2. Dominic looking for his second hit of the weekend. Takes it down, and it's a ball 4. So a 2-out walk issued to Dominic. And here comes Maxton Bonner. Bonner looking for his first hit of the weekend. He's 0 for 5 with an RBI. And we will have a visit here on the mound. Today's game stream is brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. With over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, sports broadcasting, sponsorship, acquisition, and promotion of your company's special events. Check us out today at synergysportsproductions.com. Today's game is also brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned company that sees great importance in keeping communities and their families healthy and active. Lando Frost started their youth sports initiative in 2003, which provides funds to help cover costs associated with organizing and operating youth sports organizations. Find out more at landofrost.com. After that visit, ready to face the next batter, Bonner, looking for his first hit of the weekend. Takes a called strike. He's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Flies this one out of play. This one also fouled out. We'll stay at 0-2. Pitch count. Next pitch for Knight will be his 40th. Again, fouls off 3 in a row. So after falling behind 0-2, he's battled nicely here with 3 straight foul balls. Here comes another foul ball on our netting up here. We've got 3 to my left, 1 in front of me, another 1 to my right, 2 to the right. Back in my day, I remember going to the ballpark, and if you returned a baseball, you got a free snow cone.
Yep.
That was like 35 years ago. This is a wild pitch that's going to allow Dominic to move up to second base. Well, that goes back, I think, to when I was probably about 9 or 10 years old. It would be a full-out sprint for a baseball. See who could get it first. Misses up, so Bonner is really battling here. Runner in scoring position for Troup County, Georgia. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming. Fouls out of play again. We'll do it again. The 9th pitch of the AB coming. So took 2 called strikes on the inside corner. Who's going to win this battle between Bonner and Knight? The 9th pitch of the AB. A called strike, but a great job of battling there for Bonner. It's the 2nd strikeout for Brady Knight. And we have played 3 innings here in Laurel, Mississippi. Still no score between Troup County, Georgia and Lancaster, South Carolina. Back shortly at the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See who's going to score first in this ball game here. It's been a good one so far. Keegan Bowers fouls off the first pitch of the at-bat. He's 0 for 1. He flew out in the first. He's 2 for 10 for the weekend. He's behind 0 and 2. Major back out throwing. This will be his 50th pitch coming up. He struck out 5. Allowed 3 hits and has walked 2. This one's hit to shortstop. That's Dominic who will squeeze it for the first out. And here's Stevenson for the second time. He flew out in foul territory to third base. He's 2 for 9 on the weekend. Takes it for a called strike. That foul out I mentioned by Stevenson, that was that great catch by Stevens up against the fencing right in front of the dugout. This one's popped up way in the air here. Let's see who's going to call everybody off. The first baseman, Spinks, a nice job, and there's 2 away.
To the plate, number 24, Barnes.
Barnes 1 for 1, singled in the second. He's 5 for 9 in the tournament. 2 ribbies. First pitch he sees is a single through the 5-6 hole. So he's 2 for 2. Fourth hit of the game for South Carolina. Brings up the catcher, Schwartz. He is 0 for 1 today. But he does have 4 hits in the tournament. Lancaster has stranded 5 runners so far. Here's a ball hit right back up the middle. There's back-to-back singles. So this is the best chance that Lancaster has had since the second inning when they loaded the bases with 1 out and Major struck out back-to-back to end that inning. So a real opportunity here. Funderburk walked in the second inning. Going to call the entire infield in here. Just going to have a word with everybody. A big shout out to our diamond sponsor, Smash It Sports. The online pro shop with the largest selection of baseball and softball gear at the guaranteed lowest prices. Shop top brands, get free shipping on most orders, and find everything you need to play your best. Find your next game changer at smashitsports.com, where champions shop. I got a feeling that these 2 pitchers for both teams today are going to try to ride it out as long as they possibly can until they hit the threshold. In AAA, it's 75 is the max, I believe, in AAA, and 85 is the max in majors. So I have a feeling if both of these pitchers keep it where it is right now, they're going to try to go pretty close to that limit. North Carolina pitcher number 2 is at 30 pitches. 2-0 to Funderburk. There's a strike for Major. Three and 1. So Major has got to really buckle down here. Saw trouble in the second, but got out of it with back-to-back Ks. This one is going to catch the strike zone, much to the dismay of Funderburk. And the counts run full. Can Major wiggle out of another jam here for Georgia? The payoff. Struck him out looking. A nice breaking pitch there. 6th strikeout for Grant Major. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Lancaster has stranded 7 through 4 innings. Another look at that strikeout there. Leaves 2 on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score in Laurel. Back at the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. 11-12-1 due up for Troup County, Georgia. Brady Knight back out there on the mound. There were some defensive changes. New center fielder is Barnes, Bowers at first, and Stevenson catching. Misses that one. Behind in the count 0-2. So Brady Knight has allowed 2 walks, but nothing else. One and 2. He spotted that one right where he wanted it. Swing and a miss, and Major strikes out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Knight. He's got 3 in the game, and it'll be Joe Tanner batting for the first time today. He's 1 for 4 in the tournament with a run scored. One and one. Ball slapped to first base. That's the new first baseman, Bowers, that will step on the bag. Now back to the top of the order in Brody Lowry. He lined out in the first. He came into today 5 for 5 with 4 singles and a double, 4 runs scored. So he's now 5 for 6 in the tournament. Takes a called strike on the inside corner. Ground ball to short. Thomas, yes, he has been really, really good at short. It's another put out for him in a 1-2-3 inning for the South Carolina defense. 4 innings in the book. No score from Laurel, Mississippi. Another great defensive play. Nice stretch at first by Bowers, and we'll go to the 5th. You're watching the 2026 DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Colton Pate leads it off for Lancaster, South Carolina. He singled back in the second. Multiple defensive changes for Georgia. Harris in left, Tanner in center, Bonner in right, Lowry at second, Stevens at third. Guess he was saying he didn't get any warm-up pitches, maybe, is what the coach was coming out and asking for. Like, hey, he didn't.
He said, I've got a new fielder. Can he go for at least 2?
So that's what it was. Just wanted to throw a couple more pitches.
I don't know.
Pate now 2 for 4 in the tournament. And he's walked 5 times. Takes that one up for a ball. Three and 0. So maybe those 2 extra warm-up pitches weren't good. Those 2 warm-up pitches may have been strikes. But he's thrown 3 straight balls since those warm-up pitches, 4 straight balls. So may have iced his own pitcher there in a way. But a 4-pitch walk to Pate. He's got 6 walks now in the tournament. And here is Thomas, Colton Thomas. He's 0 for 1.
The batter, number 7, Thomas.
Lays down a bunt. Fielded by Major, 1 away. So a 1-3 sack bunt. Moves Pate to second.
Number 5.
Scritoral, he struck out back in the second. Scritoral's got 3 RBIs. Looking to give Lancaster the lead in the first run of the game. Takes a called strike. Pitch count now for Grant Major up to 67 pitches. There's a strike, 0-2. So there's a scenario. This could be his last inning A 3-pitch strikeout, and Scritorel watches 3 of them go by, and another strikeout for Major. 7 strikeouts for Grant Major. Here's Fisher Pope. That 70th pitch. So he could finish this batter. If he is able to get through this batter before 75, he could throw another batter. Here's a ground ball to third, and we expect to see Major again for the 6th inning. A leadoff 4-pitch walk and nothing else. 8 left on base now for Lancaster, South Carolina. Major retires the next 3 after that leadoff walk, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Can Troup County, Georgia find the first run of the ball game? They're still looking for their first hit back when we return here from Laurel, Mississippi at the DYB World Series, presented by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
2-3-4 for Troup County, Georgia, and it starts with Cam Garner. Troup County, Georgia, hitless. A team that has scored 25 runs in 2 games coming in. Garner 2 for 5 on the tournament. He's got to be a tough guy to pitch to also. His strike zone is way on down there. Here's a hard hit ball to third. The first hit of the game for Georgia is a leadoff single by Garner. Let's see if that gets Georgia going. This is Nash Gustafson. He grounded into a double play back in the first inning. Be interested to see if they try to bunt here. They're in the top of the order, but he does lay down the bunt. That's going to get the runner to second base. And it's going to be a 1-4 sacrifice bunt. So now the go-ahead run at second base for Georgia. Stevens, he grounded out in the second inning. I'll tell you what, Knight may have had a chance to get the runner at second base. He did look back there. I guess he just didn't feel confident enough to make that throw and get the lead runner, but he did get the for sure out at first. Stevenson going to come out and have a word with Knight. Or actually, that's not the catcher that I have. That's not a 15. What number is catching for them? That's Schwartz catching. Ball gets away. Gardner going to try to go for third. It's a bad throw from the catcher. The run's going to score, and Georgia leads it 1-0 in the bottom of the fifth. So I guess it was a called strike 3? No, okay, we're still batting here. I'm sorry. But yeah, the ball gets away from the catcher there, and then it's an E2 that's going to score the runner. This is a hard hit ball to right. That could be extra bases. It is. Here comes Stevens sliding into second base. And it's a 1-out double. So hitless coming into the bottom of the fifth. It's a leadoff single, a sacrifice, and then a double to right. And my guess is they may change pitchers here. A great effort from Brady Knight. Allows just 2 hits. That run coming off a wild pitch and a E2. Now all of a sudden, Troup County, Georgia, 5 outs away from staying unbeaten. And they're going to stick with Knight. This will be his 60th pitch. Struck out 3, walked 2, allowed 2 hits. Here's Chase Favors. Fouls that one out of play.
The batter, number 12, Favors.
I was about to say, the last time Favors batted, he was trying to bunt as well. We know he's got tons of speed. If I'm Favors, I may just do a little push bunt to first base, and I think you're going to beat it out. This one is fouled out of play. Trying so hard to get that runner to third base. I still feel like with 2 strikes, though, if he just holds the bat there and pushes the ball to first base, it's going to do the job. But he's behind 0-2. Pops this one up out of play. Yeah, he fell behind 0-2 his last at bat and ended up having, I think, a 9-pitch at bat. He fouled off 3 in a row. Then he got it back to a full count before he struck out looking, I think, on the 9th or 10th pitch. Catcher Schwartz set up on the outside corner. That's where he throws it, misses down, 2-2. Don't see it very often, but I'm okay. I'm okay bunting here. Take your chances with 2 strikes. That ball's also up. It's now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Favors down on strikes for the second time. So Brady Knight able to get the second out of the inning, and now here's Mike Dunn. He grounded out to short in the second inning. Swings through that one. The runner gets way off the bag. He got underneath the tag. I agree. He got underneath the tag, and he's safe. The third baseman, Pate, did not like that, but that's just a stolen base, and I'm with him. He's underneath that tag, and he tags the runner high, but did he leave the bag early? Can you... That'd be, I guess, is that the only thing that's in question? You can see the runner there. He swings through the pitch, kind of tries to bait the throw. You think maybe he's asking, did the batter interfere with the throw? Because he clearly was underneath the tag. So now that second run at third base just a little bit closer. High fly ball to left field, but it's going to get foul. Into the McAllister's tent. It says there's a sign right there that says feed your team here, and the ball hit where it says here. And some ballparks, if you hit it like in a certain spot, you win like a free steak or something. So like need like a bullseye on that thing. What was that back in the day in the movie Bull Durham? You hit the bull, you win a steak. 2-2. Mike Dunn with a chance to add an insurance run here. Did it hit him? I think it did. It did. It hit him.
70 pitches. 70 pitches.
This will bring up Spinks. Now, did they say it was ball 4 or did it hit him? I thought it grazed his shirt. Let's see here on the replay. I mean, I feel like it got him because he looks right back at the home plate umpire as well. So, yeah, I think it did hit him. So now you got first and third with 2 outs. The batter is going to be Pierce Spinks. 70 pitches now for Knight. The threshold is 75, so he can finish the batter, no way around it. But then also, if they were to somehow tie this game and go into the have to bat again, he could still possibly see one more batter. But we'll see what happens here. Spinks reached on an error in the third, and then when he was rounding first base, the right fielder backed up the throw at first base and was able to gun him down at second.
Number 9, Spinks.
Dunn going to take off for second with no throw. Second and third. Here's the 2-0 coming. Takes a called strike. So coming into this inning, Troup County, Georgia did not have a hit. They led it off with a single, a sac bunt, a double, strikeout, then a hit by a pitch, and a wild pitch and an errant throw from the catcher is what scored Garner from second base. 3-1. So this will be his last pitch of the ball game here for Brady Knight, and there will be a change on the mound. See if he can induce a ground ball here to end his day. Gets a called strike. He will be able to, of course, finish the batter. 3-2. Fouled out of play. You can see the, I don't know if you can see it in your picture there, but the tents are starting to line up for the next game. You've got 4 over here to my right ready to replace the ones that are, you see there, you got 2 white and a blue one ready to roll whenever those other ones get out of the way. And then on the right side, you've got American flag one and 2 other white tents. They're chomping at the bits to move their 10 into play. And it's a walk, and the bases are loaded. Loaded for Harris.
77 pitches.
And Brady Knight's day is done. So he's responsible for all 3 runners on base. He allows 2 hits, walks 3. His day is done, but a great performance from him on the mound. Gets a hug from the coach, telling him he did an awesome job, and I agree. Still got a chance to bat and tie this game up in the 6th inning, so still plenty of baseball left. We've seen some great finishes here, especially on Canes Field. We have seen awesome games this week and last week. So we'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we come back. Just going to step away, take a short break here in Laurel. You're watching the 2026 DYB World Series, presented by Smash It Sports.
To show families that Land of Frost Premium Lunch Meat has generous portions for an affordable price, we got help from AI. Oh, yes. Wow.
This is why we don't do artificial.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Hugh Harris batting for Troup County, Georgia. Bases loaded, facing the new pitcher. That's Noah Croxton, who moved over from second base. The pitcher, Knight, went to second. Knight, 4 2/3, 2 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, has allowed 1 run and is responsible for all 3 on base right now. 1-1. Croxton has pitched 1 2/3 in this tournament. Gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned. This one's going to be lined out into center field. It's going to bounce away from the center fielder. Throw's going to come in, gets him at third. The run is going to count at home plate. And 2 runs will score on the single into center field. The runner's going to be thrown out at third, but both runs do score, and it's 3-0 as 3 hits in the inning gives another insurance run for Troup County, Georgia. We'll go to the 6th and final inning. Lancaster, South Carolina will have 12-1-2 due up. They need 3 to tie and extend this ball game back in Laurel at the 2026 DYB World Series.
Game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost Premium Meat, now in hot honey flavors.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit
All right, just some defensive changes. Got a new pitcher, Brody Lowry. Defensive changes for Georgia. Dunn now at third base. Stevens at second. The batter is Croxton, who just came on to pitch. Where's number 99? He popped out in the third. He's ahead in the count 3-1. Three and two. So Grant Major goes 5 innings, and he's in line to get the win. And there's a leadoff walk. It's not what you want, especially to the number 12 hitter in the lineup.
Now batting number 9.
So back to the top of the order, and they're going to switch pitchers after one batter. So now Lowry is going to go to second base.
Now pitching for Georgia, 99, Corbin Stevens.
And Corbin Stevens will now step to the mound. They're not playing around right now. You got a 3-run lead. You got to throw strikes. For Lancaster, you've had traffic in every inning. They've left 8 on base. And they have not been retired not one time in this ball game in order. So they've had traffic. They've had the leadoff man on 3 different times. So this is Stevens now. 99 Corbin Stevens. Stevens has thrown 1 2/3 innings in this tournament. 35 pitches, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned with a strikeout. That's what you want. You're up 3-0, just throw strikes. Let your defense work. Georgia trying to remain the lone unbeaten in this tournament. This ball is popped to shortstop. Dominic will squeeze it for the first out, 1 away. We'll have the call of this winner's bracket game later today. The winner of this game is going to play right here on the DYB network, scheduled for 4:30. The loser is going to play at 4:30 on Walters Construction Field. This one's popped into left field. Will it get down? It will. The left fielder Harris let it drop, but he's going to throw the runner out at second base. So a fielder's choice after all that is going to get the runner at second base for the second out. Croxton had to hold at first base because he thought that ball was going to be caught all the way, but you got to at least go halfway to the bag there to where that ball hit in the outfield. So 2 outs now in the top of the 6th. Runner's going to move up on the pass ball. Gardner's going to throw it anyway, and he almost gets him out. What a crazy play. You could have had first and second with one out. You get caught up there, and now you're one out from this game being over. Would have had the tying run at the plate. 3-0. Lancaster is no stranger to comebacks. They were down 7-1 in the fourth yesterday. It's a 4-pitch walk. The tying run at the plate.
15.
And Tanner Stevenson. He's 0 for 2 today. Lancaster was down 5-0 to Texas yesterday in the first inning and came back and won, so do not count them out. Swinging, strike one. Stevenson trying to hit the ball over the fence on that one. He's 0 for 2 today. He's 2 for 10 for the weekend. I think his coach is going to try to tell him here, hey, we just need base hits here. He's trying to hit homers. If you can get to Barnes in the on-deck circle, he's 2 for 2 today. Oh and 2. Takes it down 1-2. This has been a good game throughout. Two good pitching performances by the starting pitchers. The 1-2. Called strike three on the inside corner, and Troup County, Georgia is going to remain undefeated in this tournament. They're going to improve to 3-0. They'll play in a winner's bracket game at 4:30. Lancaster, South Carolina strands 10 runners on base. That's the difference in the game. Grant Major was great on the mound for Georgia. On the other side, Brady Knight for South Carolina. And I think you have to go back to that play. We marked it in the second inning. Those back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded and one out, that was Lancaster's chance to get on the scoreboard. They didn't score in the second inning. It was Grant Major that got those back-to-back strikeouts. Here it is, the USA Baseball play of the game in the second inning. Swinging strike three. They had the bases loaded with one out, and Major goes strikeout, strikeout to end the threat, and Lancaster doesn't score the rest of the game. They leave 10 on base. So Lancaster will play at 4:30 in an elimination game. Troup County, Georgia, 4:30 in a winner's bracket game. Thank you so much for watching here on the DYB Sports Network. Another game coming up shortly. We'll see you then.